We're back!
Yay!
It's time to do another stage!
Yes, this time I'm less drunk, I got a stuffy nose. I hope it won't impact my performance as much as it did last time.
So we have to go through Global Area 3 one more time. Well, 2 more times, actually.
Isn't it fun?
Because this is the last stage before the 0 account. Woo!
Fucking hate this guy, he's always in the way.
Yeah.
And he takes more than one charge shot to kill.
I just hit him with an ice slasher or a color ball, you know.
Yeah, you seem to have a better selection of chips than what I had at that point. But I was far too lazy to farm bosses, so... you know.
So anywho, these green mystery datas are interesting because they have sub-chips. They have fast gauge and full cust, which are in fact sub-chips now, as we stated. I haven't used a single sub-chip the entire game, and I'd like to keep it that way.
It's called Challenge Run, guys. Try it at home, it's really not that challenging.
So we had the strange gravity area, which played with the gravity by turning it up, reversing it. Now we have the no gravity area, where you can jump much higher than you could before in other areas.
Yeah, that is of course like no gravity works. Mega Man will now float away and that's it.
Also, there's a couple of mystery datas behind the starting point, which I don't think is a very good idea.
I think it is, because, well, hiding things somewhere, why not? And that is almost clever. I have to mention it now, it really is so fucking goofy how Mega chitters when he jumps. You can really easily see it in this stage and it is ridiculous.
Hey, look! A wood aura enemy in the first area!
Nice.
And
fortunately, you've got far more mobility now,
yeah.
So it's real easy to just skip it.
Yeah, this area introduces us to the yo-yo enemies, which I think are called Yorts or something, but they drop yo-yo chips, so there you go. And I like the look of them because it really matches the space theme of the stage, but enough about that. Here's the best program advance in the game!
Yes!
It doesn't look very epic, but it gives you Invis 3 on top of infinite mega cannons for its duration.
Yeah, it is really fucking good.
Gosh darn it, that chip landed on spikes. Level design 101.
You could even have gotten it without dying. Come on, get your shit together. But really, this gimmick here is pretty much meaningless because it only serves to make the stage easier. If they had more of the low ceiling spikes, like for example Bubble Man's stage in Mega Man 2, then it would be more of a hassle, but as is, it's just really easy.
And this is not the best section right here because you have to wait for the platform to move around.
Yeah, the biggest problem you have in this stage is probably that you cannot really see where you're jumping if you jump up high enough, which the game expects you to do.
Yeah, that's not exactly the best place to have the camera centered on Mega Man.
Yeah. So, business as usual. Pretty bad stage design, very uninspired enemy placement, like none at all, for example. And
also, it's very predictable to guess who the boss is, because, you know, where are they stealing from this time?
No Gravity Man. And I'm 100% right, it is not Gravity Man.
Well, it obviously isn't Gravity Man because we just killed him.
Yes, that's a joke, thank you.
This cutscene conveniently handles the fact that Mega Man has been infected with the Zero virus by curing him instantly.
Hey, a new animation just for that. That's called effort, guys. Effort!
Effort! The quote-unquote current Zero virus.
Yes, this makes absolutely no sense and could be cut out entirely. But if you cut out everything that makes no sense and or is boring, then you will have no game left.
Can computer viruses even evolve like a real virus could?
Capcom science.
Capcom science.
I mean, I'm willing to accept that as it makes sense in universe for whatever reason. But storytelling-wise, this is just... it fixes a problem that doesn't even exist.
It's not like a Zero Virus affects you, but hey, a new program advance! Wow, that was boring.
Fantastic. You know, program advances are really, really bad in a setting like this where you can just pull them off once. I don't think it works at all for a platformer. Unless it is Mega Cannon, of course, or Z Cannon.
Z Cannon, yeah, that's the only good one. There's an entire area below us too, but I'm taking the high road because you might notice that there are no enemies.
Well, and it's just a little blind jumps by virtue of the jumps being very high and the camera being centered, as we already mentioned. Other than that, it is really piss easy. I mean, they almost try to introduce something, like a gimmick, like these... Great. Like, the moving platforms, but it just amounts to nothing.
Because there's nothing threatening, and here's the absolute worst part of the entire stage.
Yeah, fuck this guy, he's so bad that he gave me a stuffy nose.
His weak point is that little blue thing which you have to time your shots to hit, and you can only really feasibly hit that thing with little pellets. Like, if you try and use...
Cannons can work, I think, but it's a real giant pain in the ass. I hate it.
Yeah, also cannons are fine. Well, if you time it just right.
The charge shot will probably get blocked. I've always tried that and it's just... it is so boring.
So on top of a tiny window to hit him in, you have those yo-yos swirling around him, and I try to use the roll chip, does nothing!
Yep, does nothing.
Roll's supposed to swoop in there and hit the thing no matter what, but she gets blocked for no reason.
Yeah, it's like a reference to Gradius, I think, or some other shmup where you have to hit the core thingy, but it never was as annoying to fight, even in a shmup where shit is flying at you all the time and you have to hit a tiny weak point, because the game is designed around that.
Yeah, if I could just, like, align myself with it horizontally or vertically or whatever at any point, like in a shmup, then this wouldn't be so bad. But this isn't a shmup. I mean, you're shooting at things, but this is a platformer.
Yeah, sort of shmup shit. Also, off note, because I don't think we can talk about much more about this boss, every single yo-yo family virus was in this stage. So we had a yo-yo 1 at the start, 2 and 3, and now this guy. I deeply suspect that they were just running out of ideas where to put the things, and then had to cram them all into one stage.
Possibly.
Because we had a progression of cannons, for example, like the last cannon only appeared in the last level. We had a progression of sorbies, but now every single yo-yo in one stage. Why? Why is it? They could have had a yo-yo before. And it's not like the game has such sensible enemy placement that means that no, there could not have been a yo-yo anywhere else. It is starving for enemies in many places, but no, they put all of them in one stage. Yeah, I really have no idea how enemy placement works.
Finally, it's gone!
Thank you.
I was so sick of watching that!
Yeah. Oh yeah, and these platforms at the end completely pointless. What are they going to do to you now?
Just put the warp point like right behind the thing.
It's bad. Oh, hey, Starman.
So yes, the boss is Starman, and I do like the floor here. It's full of constellations and such.
That's a pretty area, arena. And he's fabulous, of course.
Yes, he's so fabulous.
And he's got Captain America's shield as a logo.
Oh, wow. I love how you notice those things.
I'm good for details. Sometimes.
Zero? Is that the source of the What do you think, Lan?
No! Holy shit! Seriously? Plots twisting.
So this is going to be horribly easy now that I have Mega Cannons, because Starman only has 700 hit points, which, if my math is correct, if I have 6 Mega Cannons, will take that out, but he does warp around the field a lot.
Yeah, I think he has a counter to warp away when you shoot at him, but you can immediately shoot him again, and if you're near him, then you can hit him. Something like that.
I hate that move though, the one with all the stars. It's almost unavoidable.
Yeah, I never figured it out. I almost damage raced him, but it is relatively easy.
I have good news though. You know what chip he just dropped?
I know, yes. Tell us.
Super Arrow!
Nice.
Super Arrow is in this game, and I actually kind of like that. Too bad it's not really that useful.
It's also pretty late.
Mm-hmm.
But it is a nice callback, I guess.
We have double jump, so who needs Super Arrow?
Yeah.
So next time, the big man himself, the Zero
Super
Virus.
Arrow? Super Arrow Virus?